Math Fun and Games. Today we're playing Rise and Decline of the Third Reich, fourth edition. We're in the 1940 spring turn. The Allies move first, and I'm thinking of having the Russians. I'm gonna have the Russians go first. I don't, but no, I might as well go in order. So Brit. All right. So let's take a look at what we're doing here. Sequence of play. Russian winter die roll. They're not at war yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. Variants, declarations of war. Newly attached. Okay, what? So does this go in player order? So consider it if I'm playing it myself. I'm going to see if I. Okay, so it does go player by player. In this case, country by country. Okay, so let's go over here. Declarations of war. Britain doesn't have forces, newly attacked minor. No. Options. What options is Britain going to do? Britain is going to be. It's going to pass in the Mediterranean. And we're going to take an. Now the question is, the Eastern Front is going to pass. What's he going to do in the West? The only thing that he's going to do is he's ferrying units over to France now. But there is a potentially hostile fleet in that zone. So the question is, does he have to do an offensive? He's going to do a sea transfer. I wouldn't need an offensive option there. All right, so let's see where we are. Phase of miners, voluntary destruction. So we got the movement phase. We start with the fleets and the interception attempts. The fleets and the interception attempts. And you are still static. Okay. Stuff round. I have 2 fleets. I have 3 units. I think I found my other Canadian unit. All right. Anyways, those 2 of my fleets are gonna move units over here. 1, and drop the units off in Cherbourg. Then come back. It's kind of messed up. It says there's an extra fleet there, and it's not. Extra unit there. It's not. Just have to remember. Okay, so they moved. You think that's going to be it? Let's see, any other things I want to rebase? Nope. So those will go over there. Now I'll just move units around somewhat. French better get their butt out of there so I can take my spot in the line. It says Britain. Right there. Right there. Right there. It's Britain's turn. Meanwhile, I'm going to go down here to the Middle East. Things don't look too. Move up 1, 2, 3. I can actually be right there. It can actually be right. Make it a little bit difficult. I can actually go right. All right, that's going to be it for Britain. Now, what's Britain going to construct? It's Britain's construction phase. Let's see, counter error. Nope. Nope. Ground combat. Nope. Just more breakthrough. Support. Snow attacks, because it's a pass. Unit construction phase. Alright, that's easy enough. What does Britain want to construct? Alright, they got 100 and 113. We don't have much left in our force bowl, do we? We got a couple fleets. Did I already build a fleet? I don't think I built a fleet yet. Oh, I think I stole a fleet from here. Alright, so I'm gonna spend 16 points. And I'll 7 over here. And I'm gonna build those 2 armory units. And I'm gonna place them in good old London for the moment. Oops. Coventry. Why not Coventry? I think that's going to be, well, I guess we'll start building another fleet. So it's going to be 27, and I'm going to build another fleet. Put it over here on the side, and I'm going to end on in. It's going to come on in spring 1941. Okay, that was strategic redeployment for Britain. They don't have any. Next, we're going to do France. Viva France. There are no declarations of war for France. Just make sure I don't want to miss anything. What options am I going to use for France? They can do some builds too. Interesting. They're going to do. So they have these guys right here. Really want to do something with those guys, don't I? I don't know as much I can do. Do they have any air units? No, they don't have any. Well, if I could base 1, 2, 3, 4, so I would have to base units in. What's that? Great Yarmouth. I would have to base some air units in Great Yarmouth, but actually, those didn't fly yet. 2, 3, and actually, I actually have support, and I can have them support and attack. That's good to know. Yeah. Meanwhile, let's make room for the Brits. Back to Paris. Making room in the line for the Brits. What do we got over here? We got 3 fleets. Put right there. At least 2 hexes. Those back. I'll have to use my strategic redeployment to get those replacements out of there. Now I'm going to. I can just. No, I can't because that's a water hex. I can't cross that. Rats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So France is going to do an attack. This one of these has a marker on it. Why? Okay, yeah, it's just a designated supply fleet. And what's this one right here? I just have used mark. Okay, so that has 7. Yeah, because that lost some on an invasion. And yeah, I just had a use counter over there. I'm playing this messy, but on. They're gonna fly right there. And gonna attack. So I'll have a 6. I'll have a 14 to 6. I'll have a 2 to 1 attack right here. Yeah, I can do that. A 2 to 1 attack. And he gets a 6 with the 2 to 1 attack. That's interesting. Ah, it worked. The defender was eliminated. Eliminated, not illuminated. Actually, I don't want to. I want to send that. What I want to do is see what happens to that if I hit eliminated. Where does it go? Does it just remove from the game, or? Yeah, I'm not going to take the chance. I'm just going to put on the force card. All right. Britain there. They can go back to where they came from. Right there. And I can move him. Can I move him? I think I can move him back there, right? If I spread these out, they're going to get killed. But I want that other hex. Yeah. Well, that is a port. Okay. That moves back there. Good. Okay, now France's purchase. And I did an offensive option here. So I had 80. Gotta make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Yeah. All right, so that goes from 80 to 65. I mean, I can purchase 15 points. I got a bunch of builds I can do if I'm France, but no. Okay, so now it's redeployment phase. And I got these fleets which haven't done anything, so I'll use them to move these guys into port. And I'll move, so that was 2 of the fleets. And I need a 3rd fleet as a supply. Okay. So that's 2 of my strategic redeployments. And here's a couple more, one over there, one over there. I want to give the British a chance to come in here. Don't like leaving that open, but oh well. Any other strategic redeployments for Britain? Yes, I do want to put a unit in Marseille in case Italy decides to cause trouble. So Italy just can't walk over. I'd like to put another one of those right there. A little bit of security for the south. And that's it. So that's going to be it for the French. Now we're going to go on to the Russians. The Russians are going to spend 10 points. Okay, so they have 100. So they're going to go down to 90. And I'm going to do the declaration of war against East Europe. Okay. Now that they've taken care of Finland. So 1, 2. So they're going to go, and then the movement phase, 1, 2, 1, 2. Riga, 1, 2, 3. 1, oops, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Bessarabia. You better believe it. 2, 3, 4. There. All right, 1, okay, 1, 2. And I would have had to have actually spent another 15 points because I would have needed an offensive option in this theater. So I'm going to have to take off another 15 points. So the Russians will be at 75. Now I gotta move everybody up to the Nazi-Soviet partition line. Get that ready. One, two, three. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Smolensk. Minsk. Okay, it looks good. I just got to make sure I have the places that I need to have covered. I don't have to make Lenin. All right, so Leningrad, Moscow, Odessa, Kharkov, and Grozny. Odessa, Kharkov, and Grozny. Okay, so Odessa, I need somebody in Odessa. I think all I need is a 1-3 Odessa. Kharkov. And Grozny. I think I have Grozny covered. All right, that looks pretty good if you ask me. Soviets can also invade Sweden now next time, which is Sweden and then Norway. That's interesting. All right, I think that's going to be it. I don't think the Soviets going to have any bills. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Strategic redeployment. And also, what have I got in Leningrad? I got some fleets. I got a fleet there. Why not just move this fleet over here? The fleets over here. Is this Grozny right there? Okay. 1, 2. I don't know where that came from. But oh well, whatever. It could have been extra from last turn. All right. So I think that's it for the Soviets. So fairly simple turn for the Soviets. All right. And they're just up to the partition line. They just took over the Baltic states and eastern Poland and Bessarabia. I have to just want to make sure that I got a unit in Saruti. Okay. And that is it. So that's going to be it. And when we come back, we will have the Axis Spring 1940 turn. Thank you.